In this segment, we're going to go over some new attack interactions. So what we're going to do is we're going to see how sweep, trample, and melee weakness interact together when you attack with a unit. In this first interaction, what we are looking at is just sweep with trample. So we have our sweep trample unit. It's going to hit first the frontline unit. If we pause at the damage numbers, it hits it for 31 damage. Then it's going to sweep and attack the second unit. It hits the second unit for 5 damage, killing it. This is going to cause the trample to come back around and hit the frontline unit for 9 damage, killing that unit. So it's done 14. The remaining 17 damage from the trample is then going to continue down the line and kill the backmost unit for the remaining 17 damage. So when you kill something with sweep and trample, the trample damage is going to cycle back to the front unit and work through. It's not going to go directly to the unit behind it. Each time a unit takes damage, you'll also notice that it gets applied a spell weakness. So the first unit got 2 spell weakness, and the backline units both got 1 spell weakness. In this clip, I'm just using it to show the ordering of sweep and trample. So when you have the sweep trample attacker, first the trample damage is applied and then it sweeps through units. So in this case, we attack once for 38 damage. 18 of that kills the frontline unit. Next 3 kills the second unit. And the remaining 17 from that trample damage goes on to fill. Then the sweep attack continues to the next unit, which is only fell left over, and it takes another 38 damage from the sweep. In this clip, what we're doing is we are hitting a frontline unit that has melee weakness with a trample unit. So when we do this, we have a 38 attack unit. Melee weakness means it would apply 76 damage. You'll notice that the first unit takes 8 damage, and the remaining 68 from that melee weakness tramples over and hits the backline unit. In this last clip, I'm going to show you something that's also important to know. So once again, we have sweep, trample, and melee weakness applied to units. When your trample kills the front unit, so in this case, once again, I'm doing 76 damage because of melee weakness, 8 of it carries over to the next unit. That 8 damage that carries over from the trample does not trigger the melee weakness on the second unit. It's not until its sweep attack portion hits that second unit that the damage doubles from 38 to 76 again, where 60 of that damage is applied to the unit to kill it, and then the remaining 16 tramples through to kill the other units. So when you have something with sweep, trample, and melee weakness, remember that first is an attack happens and then damage tramples over, and then the next unit gets hit by sweep, any extra damage tramples over, and each time it tramples over, it swings back to the frontline units first. And if you have melee weakness involved, if trample damage hits something with melee weakness, this does not cause the melee weakness to trigger. Thank you for watching. Hopefully this was a useful mini guide. You are welcome to like and subscribe or check out my other videos or one of the many other great content creators for Monster Train.